guys, nandito na po tayo sa Caregiver Practitioner Medicine para sa ating training today. So, ayan po. At papunta na tayo sa registration. This is Ma'am Jos. And we're waiting for some fellow Filipino to attend this workshop.
Give their time, their energy, their love, also at the cost of their own rest, health, and happiness. Yet too often, their sacrifices go unnoticed. They are forgotten, while we keep remembering everyone's effort. But today, we pause. Today, we see you can. And we only
The concept in marriage.
because without you, healing will not be possible. And this workshop, especially for you, every caregiver, thank you.
You have actually spent a lot of time, effort to care for those people that you love, right? So today's event is going to be quite compact, I would say. We will start off with a bit of sharing from a fellow professional caregivers as well, I will have to say, okay? Mr. Lai himself, and then we'll have a mindfulness program by Mr. Koh himself, so that you guys can actually do some self-care. As you care for others, you need to care for yourself as well, right? So he will go into sessions with you guys how to do self-care, right? And after that, the most important is we'll have a breakout sessions with everybody here. We have a breakout sessions with everybody so that you can share your experience, okay, with our ambassadors, mental health ambassadors from Bollinger. They are our collaboration partner from Bollinger. Okay, they are ambassadors, the mental health ambassadors. Okay, and before we break for lunch, of debriefing before we call it a day. Okay, we will also have people with red band. Okay, we'll have red band. If you need any further assistance, please reach out for us. Hello? Okay. So reach out for us.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I first of all apologize for a lot of confusion in getting to this place. Yeah, so it's just like the broker, under the ground. Not necessarily the caregiver alone, right? But every one of us are somehow maybe a future caregivers, or maybe we need somebody to take care of us eventually, right? Yeah. So it's important, and also for those who are being invited from other NGOs, thank you so much for coming over to give your support. And of course, this is not just any ordinary event. October month is actually a mental health awareness month, right? So we are focusing on mental health. It's not about are you crazy or not, okay? But it's about your own mental health well-being, yeah. And overall, we know that everybody, we all have a brain, we have a mind, and your body is also connected with your mind, right? Okay. So this is not just only any ordinary event, but it's just taking a moment for us to pause ourselves, right? And also we would like to acknowledge the incredible love that you have provided, okay? The sacrifices that you're actually giving. And of course, everything is like, is a very a burden. It's a silent burden that you're putting in, yeah? So it's not easy, yeah, but of course your effort is, no worry, your effort not wasted, not go unnoticed, yeah? We hear you. That's why we are here purposely organize this event for you all, right? And Of course, today we are honored to go along with us. We have our Boringa partnership. We collaborating with them for their support. So without them, we can't run this event as we're professional. So apologize for that. Yeah, but we will make use of whatever we can and put our effort all together. All right. Okay. So thank you so much.
You was slightly difficult. I thought I met one or two of you in the operating in 78 countries. I'm not here to talk to you about Beringa Ingelheim. One or two of you mentioned via the sustainability for generations or generational development, and this is something that we do, which is an outreach, engaging with our patients. So when MBA came to us, the mind body medicine practitioners, so we thought this was something very different, because usually it's very common. It's always, when we talk about outreach, it's generally the patient. That's usually the first thing that comes. So when this conversation happened and we said it's for the caregivers, we thought this was very different and something we really wanted to do. Because like Dr. Matt said earlier, you are really the heroes behind the scene. Typically what the patient goes through is something we all are able to see because it's visible to the eye. But what you do sometimes may not even be recognized. Sometimes it may not be even acknowledged. Because until I'm not in your shoes, I really don't know what to go through. My team from Beringa Ingelheim, so thanking the MBA team, so they spent 2 days trying to learn some skill in order for them to engage with you today. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving us this opportunity to today talk to you, to giving our team from Beringa Ingelheim the opportunity to engage with you, to get to know you. We may not be able to understand your world, but at least, hopefully by the end of today, we will be able to relate to some things that goes through in your world. So with that, thank you.
Started somehow out of some kind of illnesses, some kind of mishap, accidents, some kind of diagnosis, then we suddenly, we got no choice. That's where we start our caregiver journey. Whereas some of us started our journey very naturally. As our beloved one, our second half, our people in a home, our own parents, getting older and older, and somehow naturally we have to be there to caregive. Yes, very natural. And there are third group of people who are professional givers, right? Professional caregivers. They really tell themselves that, okay, this is the area that I really want to commit myself in. I want to attend all the courses. I want to become a certified caregiver, and then I'm a professional caregiver. Yeah. So today we have doctors, and we may have professors in the room. We certainly have the graduates of the mental first aid graduates, embarking into the journey of illusion. Every one of you here, I'm quite sure, your experience are more extensive than me. Much more. So therefore, to be safe when I'm standing here, to be safe, I will use words that is so common that you and I can understand. We shall not use jargons. We shall leave aside all the psychiatric terms behind. That's not important. Yes? For fellow therapists, I'm quite sure you are here. We are not going to talk about therapist language too. Methodology, no. But what we want to talk about today is purely a journey of a human that we call ourselves, we want to care for others. It always starts the first step, what we call the adjustment step, where you somehow is given or rather put into a situation where you just have to sacrifice, to give yourself, to give your time, whether professionally or not, to the someone that you love. It's always started there. Yes?
You care for, let's say, elderly, say about 50, 60 and above. Okay. Those who take care of elderly and with complications, chronic illness and sickness, like rubber, we are able to up and down, and we can bounce back. So the word we use nowadays is called resilience. Okay, right? Yeah. One more. Yeah.
Knowledge to take care of some.
Knowledge of take care of. Okay. Maybe I will say we would like to invite to beyond knowledge and the practice. All right. How can I practice taking care of myself? Not just knowledge. All right. What can I do? What are the techniques? What are the tools? All right. That's more important. All right. And of course, and then followed by the last.
Pink sections. This is my group, and the rest of the people. Yeah.